Hi guys, good day. Welcome back. Sorry if I sound a little bit off. I have a cold. So thank you for joining me today. My name is Rabia, and this is actually my second video on this channel. So if you are seeing me, you're probably seeing it for the first time. Welcome. This channel is a support community for divorced Muslim women, or just divorced women in general anyways, since it's almost like we go through literally the same issues. So this is a support community. This community encourages divorced women, does not encourage divorce, but encourages divorced women. Thank you for joining me. So today I want to talk about what not to do after your divorce. So there's a lot of mistakes we make after you get divorced. There's a lot of confusion and emotions. You probably don't even know where you stand, like who you are anymore. You don't fit in with the married people, you don't fit in with the single people. Guess what? You have your own genre, different from everybody else, so don't even have to worry about that. I think the first thing you might have to do is, sorry, I have some notes here so that I don't talk off track, so I kept notes. The first thing you have to do is to learn how to regulate yourself emotionally, because you are going through a lot in that divorce phase. You need to learn how to sit with yourself and regulate your own emotions. Learn how to breathe. I think for me, when I got divorced, that was the best time I learned to talk to Allah the most in my life. I learned to pray. I learned to make dua, because that was like the only form of emotional regulation for me at that point. I didn't have access to therapy and whatnot, but all I could do at that point was pray. And I prayed, and I fell in love with praying. I found out that just making dua, waking up for tahajjud, crying in sujud, it was magical for me. It was therapeutic, it was healing. That was a way that I learned to regulate my emotions. So I recommend, 100% recommend. Also, another mistake that divorced women make is that they tend to try to look for closure, especially like in the beginning when you are still all confused and you have not, everything is happening so fast. You have not gotten settled with what is actually going on right now. So you try to look for closure, especially with your ex. Especially with your ex, you're sending long paragraphs. You're trying to get him to explain, maybe to see things from your point of view, to understand that you tried, you did your best, or something. The fact is that he doesn't care. He doesn't care. Most of the time they don't care. So that's a waste of time. Learn how to regulate your emotions for yourself. You don't have to seek closure. Accept that this is a new beginning for you. It's a new season. It's a fresh start. Embrace it. What is gone is gone. This is now. So, okay, that's number one. Number two, focus on yourself. You don't have anything to prove. Focus on yourself, not trying to prove anything. Sorry if you hear some background noise. I live beside the school, so they're in classes now. I hope it's not too much. Focus on yourself. Stop trying to show people that you're happy. A lot of women make this mistake. Like, now I'm divorced, I have to show the world that I'm happy. I have to post regularly on Facebook or Instagram or wherever. I have to show my ex-in-laws that the divorce did not break me. So now you are faking appearances. You're smiling when you don't even mean to smile. You're just trying to prove a point that you don't need to be proven right now. So focus on yourself. You don't have to prove that you're happy. There's going to come a time where all these things are going to come naturally to you. You don't have to fake it. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. They don't need to know. Do you know the best thing is that let them not even see you at all than for them to see you faking. Let them just be guessing. You don't have to post anything. You don't have to show up anywhere. Maybe you guys have mutual friends and then you have functions that you have to attend, and maybe you are going to come across your ex or your ex's family or somebody that you have in common, and so you feel this need to show up and show out and look happy and look good. Please don't do that. If you are not up to it, take all the time you need. Take all the time you need to get back to get back into yourself, to pour into yourself, to be by yourself until you genuinely feel good. And then when you actually start to feel alive again, when you feel good, then it comes naturally. You don't even have to fake it. It's going to come from inside you, and people are going to see the energy. When it is genuine, the energy is going to be given. But when it is fake, it looks forced. It feels forced. People can tell. Do you know those people that are always posting online, trying to smile, looking happy, but somehow you can just feel it in their vibe, like, this person is probably faking. So don't let that be you. Second point under this focusing on yourself, don't try to prove anything, is that please, I'm begging you. I am begging you, don't try to rush into a new relationship or a new marriage. This is especially in the Muslim community. Especially, I don't know if the non-Muslims deal with this, but in the Muslim community, there is this unspoken need to prove that I can find a new spouse as soon as possible. That is just suicidal. I'm sorry. I hope my video will not be flagged. That is just bad. You do not need to prove anything to anybody. You do not need to get into a new relationship to show that you are still desirable. You can get somebody. Some women even do it as a competition with their ex, like, I got married before him, or maybe to retaliate, like maybe he got someone else, now I have to get someone else. Why would you do that to yourself? Why? You don't need that, because at this point in time, you are not even going to be choosing from a wholesome place. You are not going to be choosing from a healed place. You are probably going to be choosing the same kind of man, because you have not even probably properly defined what it is that you actually want in a partner yet. You are just rushing into the next available thing for you. Please don't do that. That is not necessary. So number 3, step 3 for what to do after your divorce is to start rebuilding your life. Rebuild your life. Your old life is gone. Your old life was probably everything. Your social circle, your source of income, that's probably gone. Your provider is gone. Your identity is gone, because had this one identity of being the wife of Mr. So and so for so long, and now you are no more that, and now you feel like you don't even know who you are. Well, this is the time to build who you actually are, your actual identity, right? So we're talking about your money. You need to rebuild your money. If you had a thing going for you while you were married, kudos to you. Many of us did not. We had to come out of that and start rebuilding and navigating, making money, earning money, business and all that after marriage. So kudos to you. You have to rebuild your routine that used to involve maybe your spouse, and the things you would do for him and the things you guys would do together and stuff like that has just been very tight. You need to rebuild it. Now it's all about you. Build your own routines for your own life, the life that you currently have, or routine that works for you. That's what you need to build. Your self-confidence. You need to rebuild your self-confidence. A lot of women lose self-confidence after divorce. It feels like you couldn't keep your home. Now it just makes you less of a woman, which is absolutely no. You don't do that over here, please. You need to rebuild that. You need to rebuild your confidence, and you need to rebuild your identity outside marriage. Now you are no more married. Now you are no more Mrs. Tom and Jerry. You need to have that identity of you. Who are you? When I got divorced, I felt like I came out of somebody's shadow. I became my own person. This is who I am. I am me. In fact, I stopped identifying as a mom, a divorced mom, a mom of 3. I'm just me. I am just me. All those other things are part of who I am, but they do not define who I am. I am just me. I'm a woman on her own life's journey, and the marriage, the divorce, everything happened along the way. It's just like I had a job and now I don't anymore. I cannot keep clinging to the title of X, whatever position I was holding in that company. That one is gone. What is gone is gone. So rebuild your identity. Find yourself. Who are you? Who are you? Ask yourself this question. And the only way you can discover this is by being with yourself for a bit, getting to know the things that you actually love to do as a person on your own. What do you like to eat? What do you like to do? Where do you like to go without anybody else's influence, without thinking of what somebody else might feel, without wanting to consider somebody else in your decision making? Make your own decisions, and I think that's the best way to get to know who you really are, the things you like, the things you don't. Rebuild your identity by yourself with your full chest. Rebuild your identity with your full chest. You do not need to be in anyone's shadows anymore. This is you. This is your life. Get in charge of it and just know who you are. Fall in love with who you are. Discover who you are. Step 4. Protect your peace. Remember, I said I'm looking at my notes, so when you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes on my other phone. Protect your peace. Limit who you talk to about your situation. Sometimes divorced women, we just need a listening ear, right? Because we are going through so much emotions and confusion, especially newly divorced women. Oh my gosh, newly divorced women are going through a lot of confusing emotions at the same time. So I understand how this can be very, very important for you. Like, you need someone to talk to at all times, and you find yourself, I'm not against you talking to a few people you trust. If you trust some people, maybe your friend, you have a close friend, maybe a sister, your family member, I think it is healthy to an extent to talk, But please do not be that person that everywhere you go, people already know you as a sad and depressed divorced woman, because every day you are coming up with, oh, this is my situation, this is what they did to me, this is what he did to me, this is how I'm feeling, I am depressed. You don't want to be pitied. People will pity you, some will laugh at you, a lot will pity you, because I do believe there are people that are kind out there. But most of all, is that really what you want? For people to just pity you? No. People will pity you. You don't need that. You need to just and go refer back to number one, learn how to regulate your emotions. And even the people that are willing to listen to you, they have their own issues too. So don't go around dumping all of your stuff on them, calling them at everything you feel, everything you think. I had to learn that too, because I learned that people were not really saying things from my own point of view. I don't know if you understand. At that point, everything you are crying about is probably like dramatic to some people, like, give me a break. So you have to learn to self-regulate. Stop talking to a lot of people about your situation. Some people don't even really care. So the second point about this is avoid people who make you feel like a failure. And this also goes into not talking to them. No, don't talk to them about your situation. Some people believe that once you are divorced, your life is over. You have failed in life. Nothing good can come out of you. Like, you are a bad woman. You are a bad woman. You are a failure. You failed your children. You failed the family. You destroyed your blah, 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 blah. Like, they believe like it's almost like you killed Jesus Christ when you get divorced. So avoid them. You do not need them. You do not need to. Even if you say you don't believe them and you don't care, constantly listening to that is going to mess up with your mind. So stay away from those people. Protect your peace at all costs right now, please, as much as you can. Number 3, what not to focus on right now. What not to focus on. Okay. Don't rush to bounce back. Don't rush to bounce back. We have this thing of, okay, I think we've already touched on this a little bit, of trying to prove that I'm fine, I'm good, I'm okay. That's not necessary. Take your time. I'm not saying you should wallow in sadness and get depressed and just get out of touch. But at the same time, don't be in a hurry to bounce back, because like I said, you do not have anything to prove to anybody. Don't compare your timeline to other women. Don't. Because even I do this sometimes. I feel like, this lady got divorced like 3 years ago, and now she's already this, she's already that, her business is growing, and please, that's not your problem. That's not yours to fix. That's just not your journey. Okay? The journey is similar, but it's not exactly the same. So don't compare your timeline with her own, with anybody's own. You are on your own journey. Do your best for where you are as a divorced woman. Do your best for where you are. You are not in a race. You are not trying to, it's not a competition. Don't compare yourself. You are just living your life and rediscovering yourself and trying to rebuild this beautiful life for yourself. So please, don't compare yourself with other women. We are all different. Don't panic about being alone forever. Yes. Don't panic about being alone forever. Because you were with somebody before, and what came out of that? You are divorced now. It didn't work out. So, and in most cases, in my case, I don't know about your case, but in my case, being divorced and alone is like the best thing ever. Like I feel a lot better now than I did when I was married. So please don't compare your don't be afraid of being alone forever, okay? And this goes back to my point about don't rush to get into a new marriage or relationship, because people are going to try to tell you to get married again, especially as a Muslim woman. They are going to be like, yeah, get married again, pick somebody else. You don't have to. And I'll probably make another video in the future about navigating relationship and marriage as a divorced woman. You don't have to feel like there's a pressure for you to get married again, because contrary to popular belief that men don't marry divorcing men actually do. Okay, you are going to find, even if you have kids, you are going to find men who want to marry you. But the purpose of them marrying you might not be what you want. The kind of man might not be what you want, what you need. For now, you should be prioritizing your safety and your peace. So, marriage is not, just be fine with being alone. This phase of you being divorced is for you to learn to build a life by yourself. If somebody comes along the line, great, alhamdulillah. And if it doesn't, you will still be fine. But take this time in this phase to build your life, to build yourself, to make yourself like comfortable enough to be alone forever, if that is what it takes. If that is what it takes, you have to have the mindset like, I'm okay with me, I'm fine, I'm okay, I don't need to be with people before I can be fine. Yeah, okay being alone. That's just the point of it. So please don't be afraid about being alone forever. It is fine, it's okay. And remember, being divorced is not the end of the world. It's not the end of you. It's a phase where you get to choose yourself. This is your season of choosing yourself, loving yourself intentionally, building a life that you want on your own terms. I think it's a golden opportunity for you. You get to restart again and do it all over again and plan it right. You get a second chance at these things that a lot of people don't get. Divorce is like your second chance. Please don't waste it in being miserable and being sad and being helpless. Please don't. Please take advantage of it. And this is what this channel is for. This channel is here to help you bloom where you are planted, to help you love your life as a divorcee, love the damn life that you have right now, make the best of it, enjoy being a free woman. Thank you so much. If you like content like this, please subscribe to my channel. Let's grow this beautiful community and support each other. Thank you, ladies. Bye.